Hello everyone, Ellery here. I've got a new style of video I'd like to show off today. This is for the people who have enjoyed my Lunatic Plus video guides, and in those videos I do talk about the general strategies for beating chapters, but maybe you've been curious about what a full clear looks like. I get a lot of comments from people who do want to see the full clears, but don't want to watch the streams, and I get that. I know not everyone has the time to watch 30 hours of stream footage, so in this video I'll be showing you the process that goes into clearing each of the chapters in the game using my methods, so you can see what a full clear looks like from start to finish. Do remember that these streams were done before I made my chapter guides, and I am constantly learning new things and improving my strategies. If you are interested in trying out Lunatic Plus gameplay for yourself, I highly recommend looking up how to start Lunatic Plus, how to beat Chapter 1, and so forth, because you will get more accurate, more useful, and more helpful information in those guides.
Okay, so the first thing I always do is this. Whenever I start a new run, I go here, and I set my options. Combat animations off, other animations off, game speed fast, skip enemy movement. This causes enemies to immediately jump to my position. I don't have to wait for them to run up and attack me. Danger area, you only need attack ranges because there's actually no status staves in this game. So you don't really need to see the enemy staff range. And then I also do cursor memory on. Okay, so now because I did that, when I save the game, my settings will always be saved. I won't have to go and redo my settings every single time I reset Chapter 1. This chapter is impossible to lose. Interesting thing about this chapter is you can't pair up if you're playing normal mode. But if you're playing on Lunatic or Lunatic Plus mode, it does let you pair up. It's really weird. For some reason, they don't let you pair up at all in normal mode until you get to Chapter 3 or 4. Whenever Sumiya does it in the story, then your other characters start being able to do it in gameplay. But if you start on Lunatic or Lunatic Plus, you can pair up right away from the very first chapter. Okay, so now my settings are saved. We're done with the prologue. We're going right into chapter Prologue 2. There's 2 prologues for some reason. This chapter is pretty tough. Because it's the very first one, you don't have any tools at your disposal. You're literally just at the whims of RNG. There's no prep you can do. There's nothing other than changing Robin's asset and flaw. There's nothing you can do to influence the outcome of this map. Okay, so what I like to do is I start off by having Frederick run up and kill this guy. Frederick can always one-shot this guy, even at base. Now, this is something really important that I want to point out about Lunatic Plus, and one reason why it's nowhere near as hard as people think it is. Enemies have the exact same stats as Lunatic mode. So even though this enemy has Vantage and Hawkeye, so before I attack him, he's always guaranteed to hit me, but it doesn't matter because he deals 0 damage to Frederick anyway. So him having Lunatic Plus skills just does nothing in this situation. Okay, so the next thing I do is I move here, I give the bronze sword to Crom, and then I wait, and then Crom is going to move here. He's actually going to equip Frederick with the bronze sword. He's going to give him the vulnerary, make sure he keeps his silver lance, and then he's going to pair up with him. What this does is it gives me a chance to dual strike. So every time Frederick fights one of these enemies, there's a chance that Crom will do an extra attack, and that will allow me to kill them in one round. You check the enemy attack ranges, you see Lisa has a safe spot to stand right here, and what's going to happen is all of the enemies are going to run over and they're going to surround Frederick, while keeping the rest of my units safe. We didn't get the one round. That's fine. I think you can actually only wound these guys. You can't one round them. I think it's Chapter 2 when you start being able to one round enemies. Oh, what it is, I think you can actually one round this guy. The sword. If you one round this guy, it's actually really helpful, but we missed it that time, which it's fine, but it's it would have been nice if we did. The fact that this guy doesn't have Luna Plus is fantastic. In fact, none of them do. We got really lucky on this configuration. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to give a little bit of extra experience to Frederick. This guy has pass. So I have to do this. I'll just use the vulnerary here. Okay. I think the square is safe. I'm going to put Robin here. Yeah. And then Lisa can go hide in the corner. Perfect. Okay, so Frederick is going to wipe out the rest of these enemies. Oh, you can do it if you turn off the tutorials. Okay, I didn't know that. That's interesting. So we clear out those enemies with Frederick. It would have been nice to get Crom or Robin a little bit more experience, but it's it really doesn't matter that much. Okay, this guy has Vantage. Yeah, I have to one-shot him with the Silver Lance from this position. Before I do that, actually let me heal after I one-shot him. Because he can't kill me. So he's going to damage me. And then I'm going to get a little bit of healing on Lisa. I think pairing up with Robin actually boosts her magic stat too. Yeah, so that's like 1 extra point of healing. Okay, we're going to separate these units. Hopefully get some experience. Nice. Yeah, see, whenever you end Frederick on these spots, he can sometimes get experience, and it's really important because as a promoted unit, he gets less experience from fighting, but he gets the same amount of bonus experience when he lands on one of these tiles. So you can actually use that to your advantage by having him land on these tiles. He's like the best recipient of bonus experience. Okay, now I have to look at these enemies, see what skills they have, and figure out how I'm going to fight them. I only have 88% chance to hit, though. But if I put other units near me, I can actually increase my hit chance. Put Chrom and Robin next to him because we want to boost their support ranks if we can. And then I'm actually going to have Lisa stand further back. The reason I do this often, if you ever see me having Lisa or Virion or someone else stand like far away, the reason is because on the following turn, if Chrom is in trouble, Chrom can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he can jump here and pair up with Lisa, and that will allow me to get him even further away. So none of my units end up getting trapped. Yeah, so we can one-shot that guy. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take out the Sorcerer. I think I can one-shot him too. Yes, he has Vantage though, which is really annoying, but it should be fine because these guys can't really do much to me. This is probably my best chance of winning from this position. I can't boost his resistance, can I? Actually, I think I can with Lisa. She can't move as far as I want her to, though. If she could move to this tile... See, this was the one downside, is that if she was standing here, she could have moved to this tile, which would have been a lot better for what I'm trying to do. Should be fine, though. So I'm going to one-shot this guy. Oh, God, he hits so hard. Yeah, this might be a bricked attempt. Okay, so we might lose from this position, unfortunately. There wasn't really much we could do. Just because that guy having Vantage and Luna... sorry, that guy having Vantage and then this guy having Luna Plus. I think I can dodge his attack, though. Okay, we didn't get the dodge. There was like a 40% chance for us to dodge that and win. Alright, so that attempt got screwed. But this chapter and like chapter 2 are the ones that you're going to reset the most whenever you play Lunatic Plus. Just because there's so many things that can go wrong and you have so few tools at your disposal. Alright, so I'm going to redo the same opener. I'll explain it again just because Spring is here. So I start off by having Frederick run up. He hits this guy with the Silver Lance. This is pretty consistent, unless you miss. Like, if this guy gets a Void plus 10, which he does in this case, I'll show you. So normally you have a 98% chance to hit this, which with 2 RNG is like almost a 100% chance. In this case, he has plus 10 Void, so our chance to hit is a little bit lower, but it's still pretty good. I talked about this before too. Even with Vantage Plus, it doesn't matter because he deals 0 damage to Frederick anyway. The next thing we do is we're going to pass the sword over to Chrom so he can give it to Frederick. So we're going to go like this. We're going to give the sword to Frederick, give him the Vuln, and then pair up with him. This is going to give us the potential to one-round this guy. So if Frederick and Chrom both hit this guy, they'll kill him. And if they do, it's really good. It makes turn 2 a lot smoother. If they don't, it's fine. You just have to recover. Luna Plus there is not too bad. This might be fine too, because this sometimes the Myrmidon goes to the right side. So even if I don't kill him, it won't be too bad. Okay, perfect. We got the dual strike. That's what I wanted to show off last attempt. If you get that dual strike, oh man, you are in such a good position. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I can do is I can put Robin here. Frederick goes here. Hold on, I gotta make sure this guy can reach me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I actually have to go here. Which means Lisa won't be able to heal me, which is fine. Because I will use the Vuln anyway. So this allows me to get a little bit of extra experience onto Robin. And then also next turn, the Brigands are going to be completely cleared out. Which means I can deal with the Mage a lot more cleanly. Yeah, there's an extra 30 experience onto Robin early on, which helps. You can help snowball a little bit more quickly. Lunatic Plus is where they give enemies random extra skills. Yeah, that's right. I'll show you when I go up here and start fighting this group. I'll check all their skills and I'll explain how I'll play around each skill. All right, so now that we're set up here, we have to watch out. Okay, this is perfect. This is like the best configuration for this guy to have. The only thing he does is he's just guaranteed to hit me, which is like, who cares? He's not even going to get a chance to hit me because Frederick is going to one-shot him anyway. I'm going to move Robin here and then go like this. We're going to one-shot him. Problem solved. So when enemies get Hawkeye, you can usually just one-shot them and then Hawkeye does nothing. Or like in the case of the enemy that we fought at the beginning of the chapter, if he has Hawkeye but he does 0 damage to Frederick, it doesn't matter because he just hits you and deals 0 damage. We got a Superior Edge, which is actually pretty good. What weapon rank is it though? It is B rank, which is unfortunate because none of my characters can use it. I would have preferred to get something that I can use. Can we heal Robin to full? Yes. No, not quite. Not close enough. Okay, so this guy has Vantage and Pass. This is usually a really good configuration, so Pass allows enemies to pass through my units. So you can play around this just by literally putting your unit right at the edge of his range. So it doesn't matter if he can go through you, because he has to move his max movement to reach you anyway. And then Vantage makes it so that they attack first, even if you, like if I run up to him and attack him, he still gets to hit me first. This doesn't matter because we're baiting them out to attack. They're going to attack us first anyway because we're drawing them out. This guy has Hawkeye and Pass. Again, Hawkeye doesn't matter. He deals 0 damage to Frederick anyway. This guy has Hawkeye and Pass. Focus is a little bit scary. It gives him a higher crit range. But we can play around that. He doesn't have Vantage, and he doesn't have Luna. So that means if we run up to him and hit him with the Silver Lance, we can one-shot this guy before he does anything to Frederick. This guy has Luna, not a big deal. It means he's going to deal like 7 damage instead of 0 damage. This guy has Vantage and Pass, which again is not scary at all. So we've got a really good configuration of enemies here. I am going to heal Frederick to full to get some extra experience onto Lisa. And also, just so that he's better set up for the next turn. I'm going to put Crom next to him. It would have been better to have Crom and Robin next to him for support building, but it's not the end of the world. And then I'm going to keep Robin over here. So same as last time, we're going to one-shot this guy. And then on the next turn, we're going to one-shot the mage. So right now, we only have... Actually, there's no dangerous enemies. After we one-shot this mage, there is literally no enemies that are a danger to Frederick anymore. I will prove it to you. This guy is doing about 11 damage, if he even hits, which, yeah, he has about a 50% chance to do 11 damage. Oh, wait, hold on, he's not even doing that much. This guy is doing 4 damage. This guy's doing 4 damage. This guy's doing 3 damage. So we're taking 11 damage total, and we have 22 HP. So what we can do is this. There's no Vantage this time, so we can just take out that guy without getting hit. And then also, that allows us to do this. We're going to equip the Bronze Sword. We're going to pair up. This will leave a couple of wounded enemies that Robin and Crom can fight to gain experience. In order to facilitate that, we're going to have Lisa carry Robin outside of enemy range. If we dual strike this guy, we one-shot him, which is fine because it means Crom gets some experience. This guy we can't one-round, and then this guy we cannot one-round. Okay. I would have liked to have got a dual strike on one of these guys, because when they're on lower HP, they're easier to finish off. Not the end of the world, though. He put me in a tricky position where I kind of have to feed experience to Frederick again. What is Crom's experience looking like? Oh, Crom is really low on EXP. Okay, I'm gonna do something a little bit weird. This guy has pass. He does. So we're going to do this. And then I'm going to put Lisa over here so that there's a lower crit chance against Chrom. I really wanted to get a dual strike there. I didn't get it. This means I have to give one of these kills to Frederick, which should be this one, because he exactly one-shots them. And he doesn't really get too bothered by Vantage. Okay, we really want strength. Yes, 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 yes. Ooh, speed and oh, wow. Strength, speed, and defense. That was a perfect level up. Okay, this guy has Vantage, so I have to be very careful about engaging him. I can take 11 damage if I need to. So let's heal. So what I did, the reason I messed up last time is because what you want to do is you want to give Chrom these kills guaranteed, because you can't guarantee that he'll get the kill against the boss later on if Robin crits or if he lands a dual strike. So this should be fine. He's going to hit me for 11. If he even hits me, I'll probably dodge it. Okay, he hit me. It's fine. And then I finish him off. Problem solved. Transfer Robin over so I heal for slightly more. Engaging him. Fire Emblem Engage. The sequel to Engage. It's finally here. I don't need to heal Frederick ever again for this chapter. Nice. A free 16 experience. That is perfect. I talked about this earlier in the stream, but getting free experience onto Frederick is a huge deal. Because he doesn't gain very much from combat, but he gains the same amount from these glowy spots as Chrom or Robin or even Lisa would. So the glowy spots are way more valuable to Frederick. Alright. Let's check what skills the boss has. He has Luna. That's a problem. And Hawkeye too, which means I can't dodge his attacks. But I think we're actually fine. I think we guarantee survive against him anyway because I started with plus defense. So he's gonna hit me for 14 plus 4, which is 18. So as long as I'm on full HP, I survive. And then if I have a full complement of boosted luck and support ranks, because every allied unit that's standing near you gives you boosted supports, and that reduces the chance for enemies to crit you, which means if I have Robin standing here, you get +1 from Frederick, +1 from Lisa, +1 from Chrom. It lowers the enemy crit rate, so he can't crit me. So the only thing he can do right now, it's guaranteed, it is guaranteed, he will hit me for 18 damage, and I will survive with 1 HP. So starting with the plus defense asset makes it possible to have this this opener. So you just go like this, you just wait, you let the enemy hit you. The enemy doesn't heal in this map. Every dual strike you get chips down the enemy. Then you just have Lisa heal Robin back up. You have to move out of the way. You normally have to do this, move out of the way, and then come back. But the important thing is that the enemy does not heal. So I can just keep doing this. He hits me for 18 damage, I survive with 1 HP. I get as much experience as I need to. Okay, so the enemy health is getting a little bit low. What I want to do is I want to set up a situation where I give the kill to Chrom. Although I don't know, because giving it to Robin might be better, because Robin's still on level 1. This is tricky. I have to make sure that Chrom gets to level 2 before we get to chapter 2. Whereas Robin's level doesn't matter as much. So I think it's actually better to give the kill to Chrom, just to guarantee he gets a level up. I can guarantee the hit with the rapier, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to do this. I'm going to sandbag a little bit, so that Robin gets a little bit of extra experience. I'll show you how to do that here. Okay, so what I do is I switch to Chrom, I unequip his weapons so that he can't dual strike, and then I end my turn here with Robin. So what's going to happen is the enemy will attack Robin, Robin is going to counterattack, even if I hit him, he'll survive with 1 HP. Perfect. That gives me an extra like 12 experience onto Robin. It also lets me get an extra heal from Lisa, which is important. We want to get her magic up to 10 if we can, before Chapter 5. Then, okay, let me configure my inventory. I think everybody's actually got what I want them to have. No, it's actually not true. I want this vulnerary on Robin. And who do I want to hold this superior edge? I think I'll give it to Lisa because of the fact that nobody can use it. I'm just going to give it to Lisa and go like this. Okay. So I can definitely guarantee this kill if I use the rapier, but I want to see if I can get my hit rate to 100 using the falchion, using the same trick. So if I have 2 allied units standing next to Crom, he gets a support bonus that boosts his hit rate. Unfortunately, it doesn't boost it by enough. I think I need one more ally to boost my hit rate by another 5 points, which that would still only be 97. So it's actually better to use the rapier here. Because the boss doesn't heal, I can have extra turns, spend extra turns having Lisa healing. There is a balance, so I do want Lisa to gain levels and to raise her magic stat, but I don't want to waste my heal staff charges, because if I run out of heal staffs, then I won't be able to heal anybody, which will be a problem for me in my life. Anyway, guaranteed kill here. We really want strength on Crom. Skill is good and speed is good too, but strength is like the most important thing to get early on. Okay, we got speed and luck, those are fine. Speed is actually really good too. So that's chapter 0, technically. Cleared in less than half an hour. Only took a few attempts. Okay, chapter 1, I used to think this chapter was like an absolute nightmare, and what's really funny is now I actually find it to be one of the more consistent early game chapters. Okay, so this is I will say one thing about this map. I really don't think that you have to reset over and over again while playing Lunatic Plus in order to be able to beat chapters. This is the one chapter where you do have to reset, and it's for one thing. This guy here, if he has Hawkeye, which he does, I'll show you, Hawkeye gives him a 100% hit rate, and he can one-shot Frederick, so you have to reset if this guy has Hawkeye. So we're just going to keep resetting until this guy over here does not have Hawkeye, and then we'll do an attempt. We'll probably beat it on the very first attempt. You just have to make sure that guy doesn't have Hawkeye. And then you're pretty much set from there. Lucina, don't you mean Marth? Yes. I always find it kind of funny that when Lucina appears for the first time, Lisa has a crush on her because she thinks it's Marth, like the legendary hero. Okay. Even though Lucina is her niece. Anyway, so we've got Vantage Plus. Doesn't matter, he's going to attack us first anyway. He's got Pass. Doesn't matter, he's going to attack us first anyway. And we're going to be isolated from other units. And then he's got Zeal, which doesn't matter because we need to dodge his attack anyway. So his crit rate is completely irrelevant to us. Okay, on turn 1, this guy has a 100% hit rate anyway, so we should keep the Silver Lance equipped, because we can't dodge his attack. The main reason to equip the sword would be to try and dodge that guy's attack, but since we can't dodge it anyway, it just doesn't matter. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think Lisa wants to stand here. I can't remember. If we have to reset the chapter, I'll find her exact standing position. I think you want her standing there. So we can't dodge that guy's attack. Oh, I should have done the sword. That's right, because you can you double him. That's okay. Nice. That's a really good opener. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to check the remaining enemies, see what skills they have, and then figure out how we're going to fight them. This guy doesn't matter. This guy matters a lot. No, it's not that guy. This guy. This guy right here matters a lot. So here's the trick to fighting this guy. It's called Weapon Triangle Advantage. With the Bronze Sword, he has a 39% chance to hit me. And on a fort, I have plus 20 avoid. This means he has like less than 20% chance to hit me. And it's actually lower than that because of dual RNG. So when an enemy has a 20% display hit rate against you, it's actually significantly lower. And by the way, I did put Lisa in the right spot, so check this out. You go like this. Actually, she could be standing one spot further back. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for next time. So, I need to give the elixir to Frederick at some point in time. Which actually means Virion is a good... It's actually a good idea to just let Virion keep it. I don't think I want anyone else to fight yet. So what I'll do is I'll go like this. This allows me to push Virion all the way up here, which is going to be very useful next turn when I'm potentially baiting out the archer. Nice. Yeah, with our pair-up, we actually double these guys, which allows us to one-round them. This guy, that's the guy with the hammer. He basically always misses you. We actually want dual strikes not to kill them, but so that Crom gets extra experience. Yeah, so whenever Crom dual strikes, he gets experience. Oh, this has been an absolute sweep. This could not have gone better. This could not have gone any better. That was absolutely perfect. I think we might even be able to clear this without using the elixir. This guy doesn't have Vantage, so we can just take him out right now. I think even Crom can take him out. It's too risky, I don't want to miss. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to heal. I'm going to do this and just rely on my fort healing. So this guy has... So the thing about Lunatic Plus enemies... Or hold on, I'll answer the chat message first. Mike is asking about 2RN. So yeah, the way it works is it rolls twice and then it picks the average of those rolls. That's correct. So when an enemy has like a 20% chance to hit you, it's actually way lower than 20%. Because they have to roll like less than 20% basically 2 times. Or at least around that range. Okay, so so the thing about Lunatic Plus enemies is you have to look at which skills they have and kind of base your strategy on that. So like for example, this guy has Luna Plus, which is means he's going to deal a ton of damage to me. He has Hawkeye, which means I can't dodge him. But because he has those 2 skills, he doesn't have Vantage, which means I can just attack him first. I take him out, and that's it. Like, the problem is just solved. Now he can't do anything to me. Now all I have to do is set up a unit who can pull this archer away, which I want to use Virion for that if he can survive. So because I have 17 attack, I have 19 HP. Oh, here's another thing. A really quick thing you can do to figure out when fighting enemies with Luna Plus. If their displayed attack is less than your HP, they can never kill you. So it doesn't even... The fact that he has Luna Plus doesn't even matter. The most damage he can do is 17. I have 19 HP. He can do nothing to me. I do have to make sure he doesn't double me. I'll have 7 speed. I wonder if I should actually let Robin fight him. Can I get enough speed? 5 higher. Okay, yeah, I think Robin should actually fight him. Just because Robin needs the experience. I'm gonna fight him on this side, so I can have Lisa standing next to me. Getting a pair-up, a support rank between Lisa and Robin can be pretty helpful early on. It's not essential, but it's a little bit helpful. Okay, so this is gonna pull the archer away from Frederick, and then allow my other units to fight it without having to worry about the boss. Because Frederick is going to pull the boss away from my other units. So they kind of work together. Okay. I want to stand in a spot that's not going to let him stand on a forest when he shoots at me. That should be this spot right here. And then Sully is going to carry... what's her name? Lisa. So that Lisa's not in range of the archer. Perfect. And then I'm actually going to do this, not only so that Frederick can get this glowing spot, but so that I can pull the boss away. The boss right now has Vantage and Pass, which is perfect. It means he can't really do anything to Frederick. I'll show you. He deals like 7 damage to Frederick half the time. Most of the time he's just going to miss, especially because I'm standing on a fort anyway. I can just have Frederick stand here forever. I got a free item. It is a Roy's Blade. I think that's a pretty good D-rank sword if I'm not mistaken. Perfect. Yeah. So he deals 5 damage to me, and he will usually miss. He usually won't even hit me. Oh, I wanted to check the Roy's Blade. Hold on. It is a D-rank sword, yes. Oh, that's such a good sword. And this is going to be really helpful for later on, because it's going to allow me to pass around my weapons. It's going to give me an extra sword to work with on the upcoming chapters. Okay, Virion doesn't really need experience. He's more of like a pair-up unit and a chip damage unit. The problem is Robin can't actually get the kill, which means I probably have to give the kill to Virion here. Unless I can set up a situation where Robin can survive, which actually might be possible. How much does he do again? 17? How much does Lisa heal me for? Lisa heals for 11. Oh wait, I have the vulnerary. Okay, so let's do this. Switch. Vuln. I'm actually gonna have Lisa heal me too, just to make sure that I'm at full health. Get her another level. I'd like for her to get magic. Nice. Whenever she gets magic, it's huge. It makes Chapter 5 so much easier. And then we're gonna do this. Okay. Now I want to think about how I want to funnel this guy. I actually think I want to keep him down here this turn. I want to bring him up to the north again later, but right now I want to keep him right here. Oh, he only deals 12 damage anyway after... even with Luna. Oh, strength, skill, speed, and luck. Great level up for Robin. Okay. The boss moved into a really tricky spot, but I think we're okay. See, I wish Robin had a sword right now. I can give this sword to Robin, but I can't give it to them at this exact moment, which complicates things. Because if Robin misses here, it'll be a problem. Well, actually, no, it won't, because I can pass Virion over to Sully. Okay, so what we want is Robin to hit here and get a lot of experience. If Robin misses, then we'll just use Virion to bail us out, and Virion will get a little bit of experience. It ultimately didn't matter. Heal Robin back up. Okay, now what I need to do is get my other units into this top left corner. I'm going to keep Frederick here. Every time the boss misses Frederick, we're basically just getting free chip healing on this fort. Look at that, we're basically up to full again. Okay. I think I want to do this. Yes. Give this glowing spot to Robin. I might even get a sword. Weapon proficiency on Robin is great. That's fantastic. I am going to heal my units up in case I need them to help fight the boss later. I'm going to keep the boss over here for now. I am going to move him back over to the left soon, but not yet. We're not ready. We have to heal our units up first. And get them into good positions. Nice. D-rank staves. I don't remember what D-rank does in this game, but whatever. Okay. We're almost set up. Actually, I think we can set up this turn. Because we have Sully there anyway. Perfect. Okay. So while we're paired up with Sully, he hits us for 12 damage. He does have a crit chance, but we can eliminate the crit chance. Remember that. We can eliminate the crit chance. He doesn't do anything else other than just hit us for damage. And I don't want to pair up with Sully. I actually want to pair up with... who do I want to pair up with? I actually want to pair up with Crom if I can. So let's do this. We're going to go like this. We're going to keep Crom in the back with the Falchion equipped. I actually should have switched him back to the Falchion a while ago. That was a mistake, but it doesn't matter. You have so many. You have like way more rapier charges than you ever need. Okay. So I think we're actually going to give the Roy's Blade to Frederick. Well, Robin can't use the Roy's Blade yet anyway, so yeah, that's the correct play. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to switch here. We're going to trade, so we have the Bronze Sword later for next chapter. We have a couple other things we need to do, so I have to be careful. I have to make sure that I do everything that I need. I want to pair up with Chrom. The next thing I need to do, I have to make sure that the elixir is on Frederick for the start of the next chapter. This makes the start of Chapter 2 so much more consistent if he's already holding this. The Roy's Blade, the Silver Lance, this is perfect. This is a perfect setup for him starting next chapter. I'm actually going to take Sully and drop her so that I have another action available next turn if I need it. And then I'm going to put Lisa here to reduce the chance of the enemy getting a critical hit against Robin. I don't think the enemy will move into the forest because they prefer to attack me at range if they can. Yeah. Chrom? I really wanted Chrom to dual strike there. We're okay. Can we heal back above 15? I don't think so. Can Robin guarantee a hit? I think with the sword I can. I can. But they have Vantage Plus, so no, that's not the play. Well, hold on. That actually is the play. Potentially. It's risky. I want to try something else. Can Virion fight this guy? He actually can. This is one of the reasons Virion is really good. He can fight this guy at base. No crit chance either. He pairs well with Frederick too. We're going to have the Roy's Blade equipped. So I can potentially bait in a dual strike from Frederick and chip this guy down massively. There's no crit chance, there's no Luna Plus. Virion is so bulky in the early game. And he's such a good pair-up unit too. Okay. Now I have to be careful of Vantage from now on. That's like my main concern from this point on, is just worrying about Vantage. How much damage can Frederick do? 18. I think I need to pull Chrom over here. Like this. And try to get... Oh, well, because I double him. Okay, with Chrom I double him. I should have checked the speed tier, because now it means I can't get any more experience onto Robin. But I think this is fine. I think this is smarter than doing anything else. I wonder if this is actually better. This is more risky, but it would allow me to get experience onto Chrom and Robin. I think we'll go with consistent. Oh, darn. If that dual strike hit, we could have gotten a little bit more experience onto Chrom. Odd Panda, hello! You found a different person in mental pain of playing this. I actually love Lunatic Plus mode. Oh, we got an extra point of strength too. Defense, skill, and... This is a blessed Frederick. Okay, Frederick is going to be our carry. This setup right now is so much better than the one I was doing on the test stream. We're basically set. Like, the Chapter 2 start is going to be so much more consistent. For the two people who were in the test stream, you're going to see a massive difference. Yeah, I actually love Lunatic Plus. I'm planning on making a whole video about it. Which is why I'm recording a lot of footage now. Okay, we got C rank between Chrom, Frederick, and Robin, which is really good. Part of the reason why I like to play male Robin is because they won't accidentally get married to Chrom, because I want to marry Sumia to Chrom, and Robin really gets in the way of that. And then I can also get the pair up here between Virion, which is good. It might be useful later on. And our inventory is like... I can't even stress how much better our inventory is. Not only... So we have better inventory, and we have better stats on Chrom and on Frederick. It's going to make the turn 1 start so much more consistent. It means we can move Sully wherever we want. Okay. Gonna equip the rapier for better accuracy. We're gonna go here. He's got Vantage, but it doesn't matter because he doesn't deal that much damage to me anyway. He'll maybe hit me for 3 damage unless he misses. We want this dual strike. Didn't get the dual strike. I'm gonna reset until I get the dual strike. There's setups you can do without the dual strike, but I'm just gonna do the dual. I'm gonna keep going until I get the dual strike. Doesn't Lunatic Plus just become Nosferatu soul tanking after a while? Not really. It doesn't. It actually doesn't really work. It works on Lunatic. It actually doesn't work on Lunatic Plus because there's enemies that have skills that play around Nosferatu and play around soul, like Counter, for example. Counter makes Nosferatu and soul tanking really risky. It is useful to have a Nosferatu tank or a soul tank. It's even better to have 2 of them. It's even better to have 3 of them. But you can't just rely on that. You have to have like a good backup unit in support teams. You have to have units that are good at taking care of enemies that have counter. And guess how many enemies will have counter? Actually, none. They can't get counter on this map. Okay, so same thing, same start as last time. The only difference is now he's guaranteed to hit us for 3 damage. We're still looking for this dual strike. It's pretty likely to happen. It's like 45% chance. I don't like resetting for enemy skills, but sometimes I'm okay with resetting on turn 1, like to get a dual strike or a crit, if it makes the rest of the map much easier. Because this is much faster than replaying attempts that take 2 or 3 minutes long each. Perfect. So the fact that he has Luna Plus doesn't matter at all, because we just kill him before he does anything. Okay, this guy doesn't have Pass, which is great, and he doesn't have Luna, which is great. This is the best RNG for that fighter. Okay, these guys have... Yeah, perfect. At most... Actually, it seems like almost none of them have Luna. Does the boss have Luna? None of them have Luna. Okay, this is like the perfect RNG. If we can get to the second half of this fight, we're pretty much set, because those enemies at the top are not dangerous at all. Okay, so we're gonna run these 2 out of their range, out of enemy range. We're gonna do this trick I showed off last time. If you send Vake over here, you can have Lisa use a drop chain, and then Robin can block this square. And then also, because we got that Roy sword, we can do this. We can use our broadsword instead of Thunder Tome, which is great because we can start training our sword rank. And then with the stall pair up, we'll decimate this enemy. Look at that. Amazing 9 damage. Okay, if we get these dual strikes, we actually one-shot these guys now. So during the test stream, I was leaving these guys alive with 1 HP instead of one-shotting them. Also, we actually double them because Frederick got speed anyway. Absolute monster, Frederick, compared to the last stream. What is my opinion on Vake as a unit? He's fantastic. I used him as my main carry unit when I did my no grinding Lunatic run. I'm gonna hit him with the Roy Blade. Nice guard. Dual guard is like the one way to play around Hawkeye. I do have to use Lisa here. And then I'm actually gonna put Sully here to help reposition my other units on the next turn. Nice, I got the experience from the dual strike too. Oh, I should have switched back to the Falchion. I gotta remember to switch back to the Falchion. Let me do that right now, so I don't forget. I am wasting rapier charges. It's not a big deal. You have way more than you need, but it's still better not to waste them. Okay, I'm actually gonna move my Cavalier up here to try and bait the enemies. If these enemies move north and south and split up, it'll be easy to funnel them later. And then I'm just gonna have to hide Muriel in the corner. So Vake is gonna act as my anchor unit this time. This Lance user is going to run over and attack Vake, and then Vake's going to hit him back. Have you ever paired Crom and Olivia? Because the devs made it possible for some reason. Yeah, I have. It's better on if you have a run where you allow grinding. Crom Olivia is really good. If you're doing a run with no grinding allowed, it's much better to do Sumia. Because if you feed Sumia a ton of experience and a ton of kills, she can actually get Gale Force before Lucina joins. And also the fact that you instantly boost from C rank pairing to S rank pairing and gain all of those support points with Sumia saves you a lot of support grinding as well. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. This guy's going to run over here. He's going to attack Vake. Vake's going to hit him back, damage him. Maybe Crom will dual strike. This guy's going to run over here, attack Frederick. Frederick's just going to tank the hit and then hit him back pretty hard. So we can take 15. We don't get doubled because we have Chrom with us. 12, we can... Oh. Didn't like that. Oh, I meant to switch back to the Silver Lance. That's why. I messed up, but it's fine. I can recover. In fact, I can kind of do the same thing that I just did. So one way you can play around pass is just by bunching up your units like this. So even though this guy has pass, he still can't attack Lisa because there's no valid spot for him to stand. Okay, so the next thing I need to do is get Frederick somewhere that's in range of this guy. And actually, I'm going to do this. Unequip, stand on the mountain. You'll understand why very soon. Okay. So now I can kill this guy, and then I can just run away. I'm gonna get this shiny spot while I'm here. Bonus experience, yes. HP and skill, perfect. Completely useless. The good thing with Robin is that even if you get completely worthless level ups, it doesn't matter, because they gain so much experience anyway. Alright, so back to what we did last time. We're going to start preparing to fight the top half of the map now. The top half of this map is much easier than the bottom half, as long as the enemies don't all have Luna Plus, which is what happened last time. We've got one more round of fort healing to do after this, just to get Robin and even Lisa. It's actually a good idea to keep her on full health, because every once in a while, if you get into like a super emergency situations, you can actually use her to bait attacks. How is the healing on forts calculated in this game? I believe it's 20% of your max health. So in this case, Robin would get back 4 health each turn, because 20% of their max is 4 health. Okay, so same as last time. With the Vake pair up, Frederick can one-shot this guy. So we're going to do that. I'm going to put him here. And then this guy, Chrom and Robin can fight safely. So we're going to anchor. I'm going to explain anchoring again. It's been at least an hour since I explained it. Anchoring is when you have basically Frederick in front. He's going to get attacked by these two enemies. But if I put a unit that can only be reached in this purple area right here, this one specific square that can only be reached by him, I call that my anchor unit. So this axe guy goes after the anchor unit, and then Frederick only has to fight one enemy instead of fighting 2 enemies. That's the basic concept. Be careful, don't put Sully next to him. You really have to be careful not to use Sully if you're trying to do the Sumia Chrom strategy. Alright, so we one-shot this guy with the Vake pair up. If we get the crit here, or if we get like a good dual strike, I think we can actually one-round the axe guy too. We get the crit. That's the exact reason why we equip the rapier. That is so worth 1 rapier charge. Okay, so none of these enemies have Luna Plus, right? So check this out. It's gonna be absolutely comical. This is one of the most effective strategies for Lunatic Plus, feeding kills to your non-Frederick units. People talk about like putting Frederick on a fort and just having him sweep enemy groups, which is fine, like that's useful, but putting him on a fort and having him not sweep enemy groups is even more useful, because what happens is they just do this. And then I just heal back up. So the problem is we have to get them to stand in a configuration where we can bait out just one enemy that's not the boss. So we have to take one more round of attacks, I think. I think it might even be a good idea to move over to the other fort. I'm going to do this. If I die here, I'm just going to end the stream in embarrassment. But I think I'm safe. I think I'm safe here. Okay, perfect. So the boss is standing over here now. This means that I can bait out this guy. Now I can give this kill to whoever I want. What I'd like to do is actually this. Gotta be very careful about who I put near them, because it has to be units that are fast enough to get away. But you can mitigate that problem by doing this. So if I put stall here, Virion can run over to him next turn as needed. And then look at this, we're actually still out of all their ranges. We could even pull the boss away on it by his own if we wanted next turn, but I don't think I want to do that. I'm going to go with the Rapier for the 100% hit rate. Actually, no, I'm not. Because even if I miss, Virion can get the kill. Okay. I'm going to do this. Separate my units so I have everyone available next turn. Okay. Frederick, I'm going to jump over here. This is going to cause the enemies to mix up their positioning, which could potentially allow me to bait out a different enemy. You can basically do this to feed kills to whoever you want. So like if I wanted to use Vake as my main carry, I could do this and then send the enemies over to Vake one at a time, and then just have Vake kill every enemy on this map and get all the experience. Instead, I'm kind of trying to get it onto Crom and Robin, because it makes chapters 5 and 6 a lot easier. I think I have to pull out the boss. Can Virion fight him? That's the question. The answer is yes. I have to change my pair up, but Virion can fight him. What I need is a bonus to my defense and something to mitigate my crit ratio, which I have both of those things available. I'm going to put Sully with him. So we go like this. This is going to give him the extra 2 defense that will allow him to survive. So this is going to pull the boss away from Frederick. Virion's going to get some... Oh, he doubled him. Because I didn't have Crom equipped. I switched over to defense so that he wouldn't get one shot. But because I did that, it lowered his speed and allowed him to get doubled. I completely overlooked that. So this is a really good example of how Lunatic Plus is actually extremely fair. The reason I lost is 100% my own fault. It had nothing to do with the enemy skills. It had nothing to do with RNG. There was no BS. It was my own fault because of the fact that I wasn't paying attention to my pair-ups. I didn't factor in that when my speed went down, the enemy would double me, and I got punished for that. And that's a reset. There we go. Alright, we got our dual strike, so we're pretty much set. And then, because we have plus defense on our Robin, we'll survive with 1 HP. And actually, with weapon triangle advantage, we should survive with 2 HP. I think. Oh. I guess something went different this time. Let me check my stats. I want to check his stats, though, because it's really weird. I don't think... I'm very surprised that he could one-shot me with weapon triangle advantage and everything, too. Gotta be careful. Hold on, let me do this in the right order. I get 3 defense from Virion and 2 defense from Stall. I wonder if I should... if I have to do this again, if I have to reset again and deal with an enemy with the Luna Plus, I'm going to use Virion instead of Stall, because it gives me 1 extra point of defense. Honestly, I think I should just use Virion anyway, right? Yeah, that's actually the better play. Because I have a higher support rank with him, it gives me better stats. And then these two can actually do something like this. This is actually much better for repositioning too on the next turn. They go after Frederick. That's good to know. I keep forgetting too. I'm supposed to switch him over to the sword. Oh, I can't switch him over to the sword because of the way I'm doing it, but it's fine. Perfect. We're using more Silverlance charges than I would have liked, but it's ultimately not a huge deal. Especially from this position. Like, we're in such a good position now. Okay, I do have to be careful about that guy having Luna. I have the Vulnerary, right? Yes, I do. He has Pass, though. I think this position is safe. Switch to the Roy Blade. Use our Vuln. Yes. I'm actually just going to put Vake here, just out of convenience. Because I have to give him his axe now. And then pair up with Lisa.
What?
That way I can heal for an extra 4 points of health, which makes a huge difference. Get Frederick back up to full. Unfortunately, it means we can't get Virion or Robin behind Frederick, which would have been a little bit better, but ultimately not a huge deal. I'm going to put my Cavaliers up here. I might clear these guys out. Ooh, nice dodge. Yeah. This opening is so consistent. As long as you get that first dual strike, this opening is like almost 100% guaranteed. Alright, I gotta be careful about these Lancers. They have Luna. I think I can actually do something here. Let me think about this. 22. Minus 8. 14. They actually hit me pretty hard. Is there a way to fight just these two enemies? Yes, there is. I think this might actually be a good opener right here. I'm gonna try something a little different from what I did last time. Can these guys... They can actually both reach this tile, which is better for me. This might seem a little bit weird, but I'm doing this for a reason, and it's gonna make the experience funneling process a little bit faster than it was last time. Now all I have to do is get a unit who can fight this guy safely. It's actually easier than you might imagine. Yes. So what's going to happen is he's going to hit me once, and then I'm going to kill him in retaliation, so that he doesn't double me and kill me. I want to get my other units out of here. Can I move on to the mountain tile? I cannot. Does he have pass? He does. Okay, let me be very careful about pass. I'm actually going to be extremely careful about pass. So what I want to do is move here. And then this guy cannot reach me, so I can put Lisa next to me. That'll give me an extra boost from support plus. Yes, I think that boosted my accuracy too, to make it 100%, maybe. Even if not, it's still pretty consistent. Now, the enemies in the middle are going to go towards Frederick, because they can reach him. The enemy in the bottom right can't reach Frederick, and there's a good chance that he'll actually go towards the bottom left, because he wants to kill Robin. This axe guy's gonna hit me for like 8 damage, or he'll just miss anyway. Ooh, nice dual strike. I should have switched to the Falchion though, but that's still good. Okay, this is perfect. This is so much better for experience funneling. Now we have to be careful because this guy does have Luna Plus. But as long as we can take one attack from him, it's not really a huge deal. He does have pass though, that's something I have to be careful of. Yes. How much does he hit me for? Not enough to be a threat. I'm actually going to fight him with the sword. Even though it gives me weapon triangle disadvantage, it's actually a better matchup anyway. Heal back up. I'm going to do this. Get some chip healing from the fort. Get my other units out of there. And I can also use them to ferry next turn if I need to. Hits me for 17. Can we heal Robin back up to full? Not quite, which means I have to use one of the vulnerary charges. Like so. Magic. Nice. We're already at 8 magic, we only need 10 for the level 5, for the chapter 5 benchmark, and chapter 5's still a while away. Okay, we're gonna move back over here, just in case Robin needs to be rescued next turn. 17. I'd like to get dual strikes from Virion, I'm just not getting them. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Wrong button, oh well. I was gonna unequip Robin so that I wouldn't dual strike, but it didn't matter, I didn't dual strike anyway. Alright, let's transfer Robin over. Even with the Rapier, we don't have a guaranteed kill. But this guy can't kill us anyway. So let's actually go with the Falchion. There we go. It's fine to take the riskier shot there because we have 4 units left that could jump in and save Crom if he misses. Alright, so we're already back here. We basically got back to the top half of the map on, like, not exactly the next attempt, but, like, the next, like, good attempt. Like, as soon as we got that one dual strike, which is all you really need to get this map started, we were basically in good position. I gotta move Frederick back over here, though, to get this glowing spot. We actually have way less fort healing to do this time as well. Okay, so same as last time. We're going to be doing an anchor strategy. This guy can only hit this tile in the bottom right. So we're going to put Crom here. We're going to do the Rapier so we can potentially get a critical hit on him. And then Frederick is going to move up here. He can one-shot the guy with the sword as long as he has a big pair-up. And because the Axe Fighter will go after Crom, it doesn't really matter that we're using a Lance. And we won't have to fight 2 enemies either way. I'm actually going to do this. No, I'm going to do this. Okay. So we get the one shot. I wish we could do it with Virion. Especially because I want him to start building support ranks with Virion too. Okay, we didn't get the kill, but that's fine. We can actually get it right now. So we just back up. Like so. Do we have any difficult skills to deal with? Yeah, we have one guy with Luna. This guy here. Can we get rid of him this turn? Without having to fight every other guy? It doesn't look like it. I can fight this guy, though. Yeah, I can actually stand right here on this fort and fight him. Is it worth a Silver Lance charge? To get the one-shot? It's actually not. I'm actually going to use the Royce Blade intentionally so that someone else can get the experience. So I'm just going to wound him and leave him alive. Move my other units over here. No dual strikes. Alright, so we're gonna... Oh, well, we crit him, so it's fine. Either way, it saved us the Silver Lance charge. Oh my god, strength and speed, nice. And we got the Iron Sword. Alright, so we have to make sure we empty out our inventory before we get that Iron Lance. Although, we're not going to get the Iron Lance anyway, we're going to give that kill to somebody else. So let's do this. Unequip everything. We'll just stand here on this fort, and then we'll pull this guy back. Can we full heal? Not quite. I think we can heal enough, though. 18. How much was he dealing to me? 17, right? Yeah. We gotta be careful about this boss. We can go here. Even if Crom gets hit here, he'll survive on 1 HP. And then we're basically back to what we were doing at the end of the last attempt, where we can pull these guys off of Frederick one at a time and feed the experience to Crom and Robin. It is a little more dangerous this time because they do have Luna. And Luna is a lot more difficult to deal with. Okay, I think we can pull this guy out. Yes, we can. Okay, he has a Steel Lance, but he doesn't have any really dangerous skills. think I want to do something like Virion and Robin, with Chrom backing them up. So what I would do is like this. Switch like this. Heal. The only difficult part about this spot is that if the enemies reposition in a weird way, I might actually get stuck out of position. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Okay, so I'm gonna go like this. I have Virion, I'm gonna take Robin, then I'm gonna put Robin in the lead. And I'm actually gonna keep Sully over here, so she can ferry away someone if she needs to. Right here. And then Frederick, I'm gonna have him use the Vulnerary now. Just in case. Well, hold on. This guy dealt 22 minus 9. This guy deals 13 damage, I think. Oh, plus the 4th, though. This guy deals 11 damage. 6. Yeah, it's a little too risky. I think I'm going to use the Vuln here. Just in case. And I have to get it out of my inventory anyway, so it really doesn't matter. Ooh. Well, if I knew that I was going to get a guard, I wouldn't have wasted it. Yeah, see, the boss, I don't know if he does this intentionally, but he definitely moved into a position now where, like, my other units are in a lot of trouble. Yeah, okay. Let me think. This guy does have Vantage, too, so hitting him first won't really solve the problem. I'm gonna do this. Take off the Iron Axe. No, because if I equip the Silver Lance, it makes the boss more likely to hit me. And how much does he hit me for? He hits me for a lot, and he has a crit chance, too. I think it's better to do this. Do I want to move him left or right? I think I actually want to move him left. That way I can fight this guy without worrying about the boss. I think we're pretty much fine. I'm just kind of like double checking everything to make sure I don't get screwed over. Like, the boss can't really hit me from here. So I go like this. Can Lisa get into the corner? She can, yes. If I go like this, it's actually the same configuration. I'm just in the corner now. But next turn I can, because I'm pulling the boss over to the left side, I'll have more room. I can get back out of the corner next turn. Keep Sully here. Yeah. Those 11 damage hits make it a little harder, but it's not that big of a deal, as long as it's not 5 guys all with Luna Plus. Okay. So now we're in a really good position. Now we just have to mop up this guy. You don't want Virion to randomly pop again. Yeah, definitely not. I underestimated the fact that the boss was going to double me. Imagine the day when Fire Emblem enters an era with firearms. Oh, gun units would be actually pretty cool. They would definitely give you a lot of different mechanical considerations. Okay, I'm actually going to do Virion here. I want to make sure that I don't kill him with a dual strike, though. Yeah, so we're actually going to do this. Switch. Virion. Just hit him for a clean 10 damage. He does have Vantage, so whoever attacks him needs to be able to survive a hit. Which I think I can guarantee by doing this. Oh, for sure. And I can also pull Robin over. It's called Advance Wars. Advance Wars is a little different, because it's like the units don't really have any kind of identity. It's just like a bunch of infantry, a bunch of tanks, a bunch of planes. Whereas Fire Emblem is more like based on the identity of each personal unit. Alright, so this will allow me to... I'm actually kind of risking a lot here because I have to guarantee a hit. Can I guarantee a hit? My highest chance I think is 88. 85. Yeah, my highest chance is actually equip the Rapier here, switch, do this. This gives me an 88% chance to hit, and then if I miss, I have a 44% chance to dual strike. Nice. All that planning for nothing. Oh, 99 experience. You hate to see that. Alright. I hate the fact that this guy is the one that has Luna Plus. It's so tricky to play around just one spear fighter with Luna Plus, and then 2 dangerous axe fighters. I really don't want to waste an elixir charge. I'm gonna risk this. If I get really bad RNG here, it's gonna be the end of me, but I just don't want to waste an elixir on a small chance of the run going south. Yeah, we're fine. Because now I get more out of the elixir by using it to heal all the way up to full. The problem is the guy just is an absolute unit. Okay. Gotta do something very similar to what I did last time. But instead of using Virion, I'm gonna use Robin, who can actually fight the boss, I think. So he deals 25 damage. We have a lot more defense. We have 11 speed, he has 13 speed. Yeah, we can fight him. Especially if we're standing on this forest. So I'm going to use Thunder with the Rapier, because we want the crit chance. We're going to heal back to full with Miriel. Problem is, if we don't kill this guy this turn, he's going to be an absolute menace next turn. I think I have to do this too. Well, hold on. If I'm not dealing with that guy, I think I can actually do this. Because I'm not worried about the boss critting me anymore, because the boss is going to go after Robin instead. So I'm going to equip the Silver Lance so that Frederick can put in some work. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to split these two up, in case I need them next turn. Stahl is kind of screwed. He's like isolated from the rest of the team. Yeah, see, that paid off big time. That's whatever. Okay, now we're in a really tricky spot because we have to... We're kind of trapped in the corner with the boss. But I don't think there was a better way out of this situation. Or a better way to pull him out, because it seemed like he was just going to stand here forever. Frederick can't reach him. That's the problem I was worried about, if these guys blocked Frederick. I mean, technically I can move this guy out of the way, and then Frederick can run over and attack. But I don't know... I don't think Frederick can one-round this guy. If I can get him down to 8 HP, I can have Virion finish him off, which is not ideal. The Roy's Blade... He's gonna have 29 attack, plus weapon triangle advantage. So we can deal 25 damage to him with Frederick. Can Sully fight him? I doubt it. I don't think anyone can fight him safely. But I have to do something. Oh, hold on. What about this? I can't do that. I have to do... 16. I have to do this to make it so that Frederick can get out. I think I have to go all in on here. I think I have to go all in here. Is there any way to make this better? Well, there's one way for sure. Get the chance for Vake to do a dual strike. If Vake dual strikes here, I think Frederick gets the kill. This is fine. So we just need to deal 8 more damage. We basically got it here. We can get the kill with Virion if we want to. Can this guy kill Virion? I don't think he can. Because it's actually better to attack from here. I want to boost my hit rate though. And I can actually do that this way. I think we're fine. This increases our hit from 92 to, what was it, 92 or 93 to 94. But he has no Vantage, so there's nothing he can do. All I need to do is just not miss here. Perfect. I mean, giving this experience to Virion kind of sucks, but it's better than failing the chapter. Alright, now this guy can only attack Ellery that he can't kill, Virion that he can't kill, and Frederick that he can't kill. Survive on 1. How much does Chrom hit for? Chrom hits for 12 or more if I grab Vake. So let's start off this way. Nice. Chip experience on Chrom. I think... I'm pretty sure I can one-shot him right now if I pass Vake over to Chrom. But there's no real reason not to just get some chip experience anyway. Like this. Unequip stall. Go like this. A little bit of speed and res. That HP actually kind of matters. It might help him survive a one-shot later on. I don't want to use Sully for this though. That's the tricky part. But then if I use Frederick and Vake, then I kind of end up going all in. Well, no, because then I can have Muriel clean up later if things go wrong. So let's do this. I'm actually going to do this here. This is like one of the situations where I could feed a kill to Vake if I was feeding Vake. Get the one hit, guaranteed one shot with the Rapier, and we're done with Chapter 2.
I'd love to get feedback on what people think about this style of video. Would you prefer if I removed the chat window from the feed, or do you prefer to see it? I'm totally willing to change the editing style if people would like to focus purely on the gameplay, and only show me clearing the maps as fast as possible with gameplay commentary. Either way, if you want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe. But for now, enjoy the rest of your day.